Good morning. Today I want to talk a little bit about biology. Now, in the study of biology, one of the things we notice in particular in animal behavior or animal science, or what in human terms would be considered human dynamics, is a phenomenon called fight, flight, or make love. Now, this happens when two organisms, two mammals in particular, get close enough that there's an instinctive reaction to engage in one of those three activities. Now, with humans, it's about 10 or 12 inches. It depends on, personal differences and things like that. But basically, when you get into a situation where you're interacting with another human being, you have a choice of fight, flight, or make love. Now, so what? What's that got to do with politics? Well, the interesting thing is that if we eliminate right off the top of the bat the potential of making love, because that just doesn't fit at all, and we just talk about the other two options, fight or flight, and we put that in the political context of choosing your candidate and choosing who's going to be your next representative and choosing what party you belong to, the choice is pretty clear. You don't like the Democrats, you don't like the Republicans, whatever, and so your choice of fight or flight, many people choose the flight and say, well, I don't want to be associated with either party. Now, the problem with that is that if you choose not to be associated with any particular party, then some other group of people is going to decide who is going to be on the ballot during the time of the election. So you've given that choice up. So you've exercised flight in that capacity. But at the end of the day, at the end of the time when all the votes are counted and one candidate has got more votes than the other candidate, how does the fight or flight response fit in then? Because, and this is important, because that candidate, whoever wins, whether it's the president or whether it's the school board, is in a position to have a direct influence on how our lives unfold during the next period of time that they've been elected for. So, having chosen not to fight, or worse yet, having watched the election as a spectator watching a football game, and not getting involved and not supporting the candidate you want and not making sure the candidate knows what your issues are, which would be the fight side of the response, having not done any of that, having chosen the flight response, the downside is there's nowhere to hide. You can't run away from the government that the other people have selected to run the country or run the county or run the city. So you're stuck with it. So you really, if you care about your future, if you care about your kids' future, if you care about the greater aspect of the direction the country's going, or if you care about the smaller aspect of how your school is run, you have really only one valid choice, and that is to fight for what you think is right. So those of you who are sitting on the couch going, oh, I hate that guy, or oh, I hate that guy, or I'm not going to vote for any of these clowns because they're all idiots. You have to stop that. You have to get engaged, and you have to fight. You can't hide.